Hello, professionals. Are you busy in applying jobs? And will your resume seek HR attention in less than 2 minutes? We all know for applying a job, resume is how much important. If you're keen to develop your resume, then this video is for you. Resume. It is the index of our career and professionalism and acts to the HR as a showcase. On an average, a HR will glance a CV or resume for less than 2 minutes. So, it is really important that how a resume should look like to impress HR within that time. Step 1. Decide you have to prepare a resume or a curriculum vitae. For that, we need to know the difference between resume and the curriculum vitae. Resume. It is 1 page or maximum 2 page is fine. And it's just a summary of your work experience and the background of your work. For all job hunting, for all industries, you can create a resume. It should be a tailor-made as per the job specific job description. Resumes often include bulleted lists to keep information concise. To say it, it is a summary of your education, work history, credentials, and other accomplishments and skills. Coming to curriculum vitae, it is not restricted to pages. It holds longer academic diary, includes all your experience, certificates, and publications. We can use this curriculum vitae for jobs and admissions in academia. It is a comprehensive overview. Normally, this will be suitable for entry-level candidates or longer than the resumes. It holds academic background, including teaching experience, degrees, research, awards, publications, presentations, and other achievements. So now you decide you have to create a resume or a curriculum vitae. Step 2. List down the must details for your resume. Here are some of the must details that your resume should have. First, contact details. Contact details should have your mobile number with the country code and location, present address, your email ID, and if possible, your LinkedIn. Second, area of interest. In which area you have worked in and which area you would like to work. 3. Professional and technical skills. List down your professional skills like team managing or attention in detail, and technical skills, Java, C, C++, or any other fields, your technicals. And achievements and awards. So what are all the achievements or awards you got in your previous organization and previous work? Educational qualification. It always good to mention the last 2 academic profiles. Like if you did your postgraduate, then mention postgraduate and undergraduate. If your education is undergraduate, then mention undergraduate or even your 12th standard. That will be good. And hobbies. Here are the major place where every HR or most of the HR will look like. Like if hobbies, I'm applying for a marketing job. So normally my hobbies could not be cooking or designing. It should not be in that way. It should be related to marketing. Like I'm creating network with various peoples, traveling to so many places, exploring things, so that the HR will feel that like this candidate will rightly fit for a job because he is not going to do a job just for a salary. This is the hobby, so he is going to enjoy the work. So that's how your hobbies will reflect your job role. Finally, professional reference. Basically give 2 reference from your current organization and the previous organization with their mail ID and the phone numbers and their position in that organization. Mail IDs give first preference to the company profile, company mail ID. If some companies is not allowed to receive an outside mails, then it's okay to give a personal mail ID. Step 3. Preparation before creating resume or CV. Here mainly 2 things. One is professional mail ID and professional cover letter. A professional mail ID. So what's it mean? Like I'm going to apply for a job regarding a bank, especially in an IT job. So if I did any IT courses or if I did any certifications, so I can add that certification along with my mail ID. If I say my name is Rahul, so if I'm going to create a professional mail ID, so I will mention as Rahul CCNA. Might be like I have finished that course in 2009, so I can mention 2009 at the rate of gmail.com or yahoo.com, whatever it is. Or even if you're not comfortable in adding in certification or you have did so many certifications, so you can simply make Rajesh IT at gmail.com or yahoo.com. So make your professional mail ID first. So that is the first impression. Some of the candidates will have some crazy or funky style of email ID where HR won't be preferable. Second, professional cover letter. This is a way to introduce yourself professionally and show the value that you could bring to the role you are applying for. Your resume is there to document your skills, experiences and achievements, but your cover letter sums these things up in a way that matches the job and offers a sense of who you are. So it is really important that resume should be more concised in a way, in a name of cover letter. I have given some samples or templates how a cover letter should be. Step 4. This is really important. Know the do's and don'ts in your CV. Keen on some of the don'ts which we are listed here. 1. Don't use I am or I was responsible for. Second, don't send the same resume to different jobs. Make it tailor-made. 3. Don't need to highlight every task that you do in the job. 4. Can't determine how much experience you have in a certain field. Always mention overall experience and a domain experience in your resume. Don't create a resume with spelling mistakes. Don't include anything confidential. Don't include your passport number or your any other confidential information which you should not, because basically a HR will feel that when this candidate is not capable of holding confidentiality on their own identity, then they won't have a confidence in hiring you, because you might give confidence information to other competitors. The next one, don't include obvious skills. Don't give a generic skills, always be specific. Don't include random, unrelated or off-putting hobbies. As I mentioned before, don't mention cooking or other stuffs until it is not related to the job you are applying for. Don't use an objective statement. If you are in a IT department and you are applying for the same role or same job description, then obviously it is always good to avoid the objective statement. Or if you are working in IT and you are moving to some other domain like a marketing or like a business analyst, so it will be good if you put an objective statement mentioning why you would like to change your domain. And finally, don't try to hide gaps. If you have any gaps in your career, please do mention. And here are some important things you have to refer or you have to ensure before sending a CV to a job details. First, always mention up-to-date details until your current employment or your current location. Always be updated. Second, always tell the truth in your resume and 100% confident on the concern mentioned, because most of the person they have given their resume to a HR where they don't know what's been mentioned. Might be that resume or CV is being prepared by some of their friends or something, so always be confident. Third, highlight your different job titles. You are working in a company A. If you got promoted a time or a 2 times, then you need to split the work, split your promotions and mention that by joining your job, what is your roles and responsibility. After getting promotion, what is your roles and responsibility. So it is always good, and it will showcase the HR that your work is doing really good and perfect. So that's why you got promoted, and your responsibilities is also get increased. So it will give a positive vibration to the HR. And finally, maintain same style of bullets and fonts. Don't use much of bullets and much different type of bullets. Always maintain the same bullet, and don't use different fonts in throughout your CV. Step 5. List the contextual keywords. This is really important, and this is where many of the person is missing the job offers. Some of us might think, many times we have come across, or we have a thought that I will suit for this job description perfectly, but why I'm not getting calls from this company or for this job role? Do you ever think that? The point is, we are not used the exact contextual keywords. For that, we need to know how the system works. Coming to the contextual keywords, like if I'm working for a banking industry, then my area of interest should have the highest level of or highest usage of my own department jargons. So that's how the area of interest works in my CV. Step 6. This is the most important. You should work on your resume. Understand how ATS works. For one job vacancy, a company will receive thousands of resumes. Do you ever think how a 1 or 2 candidates is getting selected out of 1,000 resumes? That's where applicant tracking system is coming. Many organizations, they started to use applicant tracking system to disqualify or to pull out the only unqualified applicants. The system basically, it will scan your resume for contextual keywords, phrases, and the scoring which they have fed in the system for relevance, and sending only the most qualified ones through the human review. So by that means, after filtering out the applications in applicant tracking system ATS, the second step, only the selected resumes will go to HR hands. So as you can guess, to ensure your resume makes it past the ATS system and into the hands of the HR, your resume should be in good formatting, and you should include the right keywords in your resume. That's where I told, in the area of interest column, you should add all possible keywords which is pertains to your job role. And one important thing is that word should be without any spelling mistakes. If you mention any words with spelling mistake, again the applicant tracking system might avoid your resume. Even your 100% will be suitable for that job. So this is important. How applicant tracking system works. Let's say company ABC, they are publishing in the net that they have a job vacancy for the role sales representative. By seeing that, job seekers, they are sending mails to company. So all the mails, all their CVs is being saved in the compliance candidate server. Here ATS starts working. In ATS system, the employer, they feed the contextual words they exactly need for the job role. So based on that contextual keywords, the ATS system will pull the resume from the company candidate server, and from then they will exclude all the resumes which don't have that contextual words and select only who have mentioned their CV. This is how the candidates is getting picked up by the ATS system. So always be keen that you mention your contextual words in your CV. This is a sample template 1, resume. So this is the basic template where in left side a white background photo of yours should be placed, and below that education, projects you have handled, and references, and finally personal detail. And remember, personal details should not have any confidential information. And in the right side top of the column, you will have your name along with your degree or your professional certification, whatever it is, and your professional mail ID and contact number. And below
it will be good if you mention area of interest based on the ATA system, applicant tracking system, the contextual words we have seen before. And down, experience split, like if you worked for 3 companies, so mention that 3 company name and your tenure of the working, either 2 years or 3 years, for say 2016 to 2017. So mention the year and what are the key responsibilities in just 2 or 3 words, maximum to 5 bullet points. It will be even enough for one company, and same if for other company also. And finally, achievements and awards. And coming to page 2, you will have your detailed roles and responsibilities. So explain what your exact role you did and how much it is related to the job which you are going to apply now. Here is a trick. If in case the HR missed your second sheet of your resume, with the first sheet he can get all details about you. So that's what is a good thing about this 2-page CV. Here is the sample template 2, how to make a cover letter. So here is the sample for cover letter. Left side corner, write your name, contact number, email ID and your address, and mention the date when you are sending this application. And the salutation, dear hiring manager. If you don't know, just you can mention that dear recruitment team. And in subject of the mail, please give your name and along with your position which you are applying for. And for the details you can just read it here. I am writing to apply for the position and what position you are writing and at which company you are sending. An advertisement for the where you have seen the advertisement post, the job openings, either in LinkedIn or Naukri, whichever you want. And talk about your skills, how it's going to helpful for the organization. And after attaching your CV or resume in this mail, mention your experience, skills and awards and certification. And finally just go through all the details and mention your name. This will be your cover letter where you are giving a concised version of your resume, so that by opening your mail the recruiter will read this, and this is a small snapshot of your resume and your professional career, so that if he is interested further, definitely they will consider your resume. I guess we are at the end of the video. If any guidance you needed to make your CV and to make it looks great, we are here to help you. Just send the details or mail to us at factsofthefact@gmail.com. And in addition, in comments I have given a link which pertains to Google Docs, where instantly you can create your resume by your own. They have so many templates there. Pick your template, input your feeds and create a perfect professional resume.
Hope you have enjoyed the video. Like the video, share to your friends and subscribe for future videos.